I'll share with you 5 ways to get ready for your Muay Thai class. What can you do at home to get better at Muay Thai? First thing you want to do is jumping rope. I just came from Bang Tao in Thailand, and first thing they do is like they give you a jumping rope, and they're like, okay, do that for 20 minutes. I don't know how many people like jumping ropes. I don't. So you got your jumping ropes. There's so many ways to do this. The more advanced, the better you can get at it. If you want to go get your jumping ropes, we have some at xmartial.com. I love Muay Thai so much, I created a whole brand around it. But you don't really need jumping ropes to practice. You could just do like this, right? Look at my feet. This should be so easy. You should get to a point where this is easy. In the beginning, you're like all over the place and whatnot. But this is your foundation. That's what you're going to be working on all the time. So you're here, change angle a little bit. You're this way. You're going forward that way. Sometimes you're going backwards. So forward is like more this way. And backwards the other way. You could do sideways. You're going left this way. You want to go right that way. And this is literally what you want to do every day before your training. Turn your hips because you're going to be doing a lot of hip rotation. You want to warm up those hips. You can speed it up and get more advanced. Don't go too crazy. Just nice and easy. Everything nice and easy, Like swimmers actually have this tactic where, long distance swimmers, they go so slow pace and then they ramp it up slowly. And that's what you want to do, If you start too hard, you're going to gas out too hard. But if you warm your heart up, you actually can go a lot longer, a lot harder. So nice and easy. Just jumping ropes or just doing this. Training number 2, another easy thing to do. Punches with lifting your feet. Obviously, if you want to do it with the right technique, you want to go from shoulder straight, shoulder straight, shoulder straight. There's no power here. You're training yourself on how to throw things light and easy with the least amount of effort, which is the biggest thing you gotta manage in fighting, is how much you spend in energy, So you're here. And that's really the difference between fighting in street and fighting professionals or fighting at a sport level. When you fight at a sport level, you're fighting another fighter, someone that knows what they're doing. So if you run into them, most of the time they're going to defend and you're going to gas yourself out in 20 seconds. So it's not effective. You don't want to explode into a fight. However, it's the opposite in street. A lot of fighters actually fuck up in street because they square up, they're trying to check and that guy's just like run into me. In street, you want to still have good technique, but you want to explode and trying to just 5-second finish it. But in fighting, make sure you're not gassing yourself up, you're not exploding, because he knows what you're doing. And this is a great way to understand, okay, this is nice and light. Nice and light. Nice and light. Another thing right after, you're still here, right? Because one of the things you're going to realize when you start training, fastest thing that start getting exhausted is your calves. Your calves are not used to moving around too much and exploding and backing up. And when you throw a knee, you're in your calf. When you throw a kick, you're putting a lot of pressure there. So you want to really train them. You got that. Then you got this. Boom, boom, boom. This is good for your hip rotation, good for just being comfortable in that movement on one foot. Boom, boom. So what you want to do is you want a timer, and then you want to start with 2.5 minutes each. And then the 2.5 minutes in a week, it becomes 3-4 minutes. Basically, you add half a minute every 2 days. So now we got 1 is the jumping ropes. 2 is the punches. 3 is the knees. 4 is the kicks. Pop. Pop. Well, you're probably doing it wrong anyways, but don't worry about that. You're just getting used to legs going up and just having good balance. Pop. You're not going hard. You're not like, ow, no. A lot of times when you go hard, you're compromising balance. You don't need a lot of balance to do this, but you need a lot of balance to do this slowly, right? So you're going to go boom, pop, boom, pop, boom. You drop the hand. Your hands are here. The leg you kick with is the hand you drop. Boom, boom, boom. And you just do that another 2.5 minutes. Last thing you want to do, you want to hold on into something, wall or something, and you just want to swing your legs. Just open your hips. A minute, minute and a half, right? Your sweet spot normally is a little bit past your confident. Whatever's comfortable, and then a little bit past that. That's how you start. You want to start with good maintenance in terms of like how much damage you cause to your body, because if you do too much of it, that's going to just hurdle your progress. So you want to just tighten things up, but not do too much damage. All right. So that is the easy warm-up. This is very much you could start your day with 15 minutes of that. The other 15 minutes is going to be a little bit harder. So watch this next video to show you exactly what you need to do to get in shape for your next Muay Thai class.